Hey guys, welcome back. We are in our second to last video of my DVD collection. As far as my ones in cases, I have some other discs and stuff, but I'm not going to go into those. I don't have cases for them or anything. So we're just going to finish these last two videos up, and then I can get back on working on some jewelry. So our first video is One Night with a King. It's Peter O'Toole, Tiffany DuPont, Luke Goss, and Omar Sharif. My daughters loved this. We got this from McKay's. You have to look at my other videos for me to go into extreme detail on where McKay's is, how to use their system. It's great. It really is. If you haven't been to one in Tennessee, you need to go. But my daughters loved this movie. It was made in, let's see, it says it's 2006. So then my daughters would have been 6 and 8. 6 and 7. I'm sorry. I don't think they're 6 and 7. But they probably didn't see it until they were 12, 13, something like that. But they loved this movie. It's supposed to be like the Queen Esther of Persia movie. Really about a little girl named Hadassah. It's good. Hey, if you like that kind of stuff, they liked it. I haven't seen it since they moved out, I don't think. But they really liked it. And next one is Joey King and Selena Gomez and Ramona and Beezus. This is came from McKay's video. This is that playful little movie that I didn't think I would like because it looks like, hey, it's a little kid's movie. And it is kind of. But it gets so much more into their lives, the issues that are going on, the loss of loved ones, reconnections. It's just a lot that goes on. Some little fun songs there, but it's a sweet little movie. But this one was made in, let's see, I don't know what the deal is with them not wanting you to know. Oh, 2010, I'm sorry. This one was a 2010. So that means my daughters would have been 10 or 11 when this came out. And it has just stayed in our home, but they liked it. I liked it too. It's a sweet movie. Okay. A lot of my baby shoes, they came from McKay's. This is Sense and Sensibilities. Emma Thompson, Alan Rickman, Kate Winslet, and Hugh Grant. I love this movie. Love it, love it, love it. This one was made in they should make this easier. 1995. Look how young Hugh Grant is. But yeah, it's along the lines of like the Pride and Prejudice type movie. I didn't see that one in here. I love Pride and Prejudice. Where's that one at? It should be coming up somewhere. But my favorite movies I have on my bedroom wall. Actually, at the end of my last video, I'm going to attach the photos from what's on my wall because they're some of my favorites that I loved. But this is a good movie if you've never seen it. I like it anyway because I love the love stories. This is from my childhood. I have no idea who even made this thing. It was like that. I don't even know. The picture looks terrible. But it's about a young man. Let's see. It says it was 2000. No, it was not 2003. I grew up watching this. Looks like it was the artistry and stuff like that was done in 2003. I grew up watching this one. It is not a 2003. But this young man has a dream to be rich or whatever. He accidentally plays the stock market using a computer at school when he thought it was part of his project, but he used the wrong computer. And so he made millions of dollars. And it basically bankrupted his girlfriend's dad's company. And so he goes through this like life lessons of learning, well, what the importance that you need to give that back. It was an accident. He's losing money, blah, blah, blah. But it's kind of a coming of age story, learning to do the right thing type of story. But I hadn't seen this one in years either. But yeah, that was definitely part of my childhood. This movie has been everywhere. This looks like a Blockbuster sticker. Those of you who even remember what Blockbuster is. Blockbuster sticker. It was at Movie Gallery at one point, and then it made it to McKay's, and I bought it. But this is the city of Ember. I watched the movie, and then we went and read the books. Me and my ex-husband. It's the city of Ember, the people of Sparks, and the prophet of Yonwood. I like the books. But it's about, it's got Bill Murray in it. It's about this entire city that was made underground. And because there was so much going on above ground, they selected certain people to live below ground, and they had this box with all the directions to make their way back up the ground, up top. And they set it for 200 years and hoped in 200 years everything would be okay. But every mayor was supposed to pass it to the next mayor, but one of them died unexpectedly, and it didn't get passed on, so it got shoved in the back of a closet until that 200 mark came up, and then it clicked open. And so they start finding little pieces of it and trying to put the pieces together of what it's there, what it's for, how they're supposed to get out, because the city starts failing. It was made to last 200 years, and it is slowly failing. And the power stays off a lot, and it's just a lot going on. But Bill Murray doesn't play the best guy in this one, so it's hard to like him in this movie. But this is a 2008. But my kids saw it at a friend's house, and they asked us to rent it, and we did, and we loved it, and we were able to find it at McKay's. We probably didn't find it. This came out when my daughter was 8, but we probably didn't find it until she was probably 14 or 15. It's a pretty good movie. Definitely from my childhood. When I was a kid, I loved musicals. I don't love musicals now, but as a kid, I loved them. I want to sing every song. It's just my thing. But this is Calamity Jane with Doris Day and Howard Keel. And I got this one from McKay too. But it is a musical where she is basically a tomboy, and she dresses like a man. She leads this life like she's a rough and tough woman, and then she has to meet somebody who teaches her basically how to be more like a woman. And then the person she never thought she would fall in love with is the one she falls in love with. So, it's sweet. This is a 1953. But it was 1953. It was black and white. It was renewed in 1981 and made into color. One of my favorite movies of all time. Yes, and the last thing is going to show one of my photos. 2 of my photos on my wall are Gone with the Wind. Love, love, love these. 1939 Best Picture. I just had some neighbors doing some stuff. I was trying to pause and listen. If they were going to get louder and I needed to edit this or not. I think we're going to be okay though. But sorry for that space of silence there. I was trying to figure out what was going on. My neighbors get very loud. This is about a Civil War romance. Almost everybody knows what this is, but she's in love with this one guy. No matter how she tries, she can't get him. This other guy's in love with her. So all the space of stuff that happens with the Civil War and their homes destroyed and stuff, they have to come back and try to make it work. But I love this. One of my favorite movies ever. I love this movie. Love it, love it, love it. Love this movie. Drew Barrymore and Angelica Huston, Ever After. It's a Cinderella story. It's funny because I'll add that at the end because there is a painting that supposedly my brain is not working today. The painter in here, what is it? Leonardo da Vinci, sorry. I was thinking of somebody else. But Leonardo da Vinci is played like he's in the movie. And at the end of the movie, he makes this painting, supposedly, of her. And as soon as I saw this, I fell in love with that painting. Well, I found like a digital replica on canvas, and I bought it. And so it's on my wall too, but it is, it's one of those things that have always stuck with me. So when I finally found it, I bought it. What year is this? 19, does that say 88, 98? Let me see. It looks like it says 1998 when this came out. Probably so, it was probably 98. But not much to say except it is a Cinderella story. Very close, very, very close. I like that one though. What a Girl Wants. Amanda Bynes, I'm sorry. Yeah, a girl power fairy tale. Since I had two girls, I had a lot of princess-like movies. Except her dad was a lord. And so she's from America and came to find him and fell in love with an English boy and stuff. Another one I haven't seen in years. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is definitely one of my favorite movies of all times. Favorite movies. Samara Sorvino, Barry Pepper. I'm not sure who Kate Levering is, which one that one is, but she didn't stick out. Maxwell Perry Cotton and Cole Hauser. But Barry Pepper, and I've seen him in several things, and Mira Sorvino, I've seen him a lot. But this is, I don't want to give any spoilers. Let me see what I can tell without spoiling it. This is a watcher, buddy. Man. This is a 2010 movie. Okay, so I'm just going to read it to make sure I don't give away anything. Sorvino and Pepper star as Wendy and Rip Porter, a working-class couple fighting to regain custody of Joey, a young son Wendy gave up for adoption when Rip went to prison for 7 years earlier. When Joey's adoptive parents will stop at nothing to ensure that the small boy stays in the only home he's ever known. From a screenplay by Academy Award nominee Stephen J. Ravel and Michael LaChance, based on the novel by the New York Times best-selling author Karen Kingsbury. Powerful story, powerful cast. It is such a good movie. I've hardly had anybody watch this, even my fiance, that did not at least tear up. It is such a good movie. I love this one. Well, I have a Princess Diaries too. I should have put those together. I have Princess Diaries too, because I was raising girls. Somewhere, probably my last stack. Let me see, is it in there? Huh. I don't know. Somewhere I have Princess Diaries. The first one, unless one of my kids have borrowed it. And I don't know where it is now. But this is the Royal Engagement one. Starting out at Blockbuster. I think this one came from McKay's too, but I think we probably peeled off the sticker. But this was originally a Blockbuster movie. But it's basically a young girl. The first one's a young girl living in San Francisco that finds out she's a princess and never knew it, and has to be trained how to be a princess and decide if she's going to accept the role or not. And then the second one, there's a clause in her reign that says that she has to be engaged and married in a certain amount of time. So then they go on the hunt for a spouse. So okay, Up. I remember seeing the advertisement for this movie, and I could not wait to go see it and take my kids. Let me see what year this came out. If they tell me. It was a 2009 DVD release, but so it had to be a little before that. But when I saw the advertisement, it looked so funny about, what was going on and stuff. And just the dog that had the collar that could make him talk, and the house and all kinds of stuff. It just looked so neat. So I'm going and I'm sitting in a theater, and the advertisements I had seen did not show any of the backstory about his wife dying and stuff. And so I'm sitting in there not expecting any of this, and I am losing it. I am crying my eyes out about them not being able to have a baby, and then growing older and his wife dying and he's alone, and just this horrible backstory before it ever starts. I mean, very sweet, but it's just, it's a great movie, but I had to keep it on hand because me and my kids both love this one. Yep, childhood favorite, because I loved musicals. So The Sound of Music by Rodgers and Hammerstein. The music's by Rodgers and Hammerstein. I remember I had a copy and it tore up, and then I was probably 25, 26, and my best friend had it sent to me because I was still, I thought that was food or something, but it must be ink because I can't get it off. This is in 1965. They came back and put it to color, but still the songs are just classic. If you saw it as a kid, it'll always be a favorite of yours. But my uncle, not the one that was a big part of those movies from the previous video I did, that was a great uncle, a different uncle, my mom's brother. He was a big singer, and he won a it wasn't like a scholarship. He won a contest or something where he was chosen to go to Austria and do a singing festival, and he did. And so they held the singing festival inside the Sound of Music house that this was taped in. So he was able to see the entire house, the grounds. He said Austria was one of the most beautiful places he'd ever seen. But yeah, I love this movie. Definitely part of my childhood. Pat Boone, James Mason, Arlene Dahl, Turning to the Center of the Earth. This was it was colored in 2003. But let's see, the movie had to be, let's see, it's got to be 1950s, 1960s at least. Why doesn't it say? This stuff aggravates me. Because we know Pat Boone wasn't that young in 2003, but they don't put the original year on here. I don't know exactly, 1950s, 1960s, I'm not sure. But we all know Journey to the Center of the Earth. They get some kind of idea that there's something at the center. So these people go on this journey to find out what it is, and then all these different things occur. They do make it, but they've lost their journals and everything, and they make it back. And yeah, definitely part of my childhood. Okay, last one for this video that was a big part of my childhood was the Moon Spinners. When she was probably 16, 17, 18, probably 18-ish. Let's see if we have a year on this one. So aggravates me about Disney. Why can't y'all tell us the year? It's like it's a secret. It's not a secret, guys. There's no year on here. That aggravates me so badly. Anyway. So basically, Haley Mills and her aunt are traveling in Greece, and her aunt is a musicologist, and so she's going around to different villages, and she's recording different folk songs. Well, they get wrapped up into this issue where these thieves have stolen these jewels from years ago, and they've been keeping them hidden. So Haley Mills accidentally meets this guy. Well, they purposely do, but it's an accident that he's there at the same time. And they're trying to get this guy because he still has the jewels at the bank that he was working at. They knocked him over the head and they stole the jewels, and they've kept him hidden. So he goes back trying to find them, and she ends up getting stuck in the whole mix of everything. So not sure how much I would like it now, but as a kid, I loved it. Which I always loved Haley Mills anyway. But okay, that is the last of our videos for this one. I need to take a picture of those. Let's see, for this one, I would put Gone with the Wind. And Ever After's picture up there. I'm going to take a picture and add those two there because I have them on my wall and they're just beautiful. But I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to be your own placebo. If you haven't watched it, go watch that video.